Welcome to Ninja Bill live Merry Christmas Eve show. Wasn't really planning on doing anything, and yeah, so here I am doing it. And if people come in, great. If not, guess I'll be talking to myself. Wouldn't be the first time, and I hope nobody else is live. I'm going to check real quick. Don't think anybody else is live. I know I just missed JJ's live show, and I really was busy getting ready for tomorrow, and so I didn't make it. So I finally got, as you saw in my last video, I finally got Earthrise RC. Really happy with it. Mine doesn't have very many issues. It does have one, a couple actually, but you know, they're really, no big deal. Well, they are, but they aren't. You'll see in the review. Not really sure if I'm going to actually review the figure and then do a comparison with the other arts. Well, I'll do a in review, I should say, comparison. But I'd kind of like to do a, oh, hey, Kato, Merry Christmas Eve. Welcome, and don't worry, there will be no singing. Because if I started singing, people would die. They would kill themselves if I started singing. No Christmas Carol. Unless you want to sing a Christmas Carol, by all means, sing a Christmas Carol. If you'd like to join me, let me know. I'll send you the link real quick. And matter of fact, I'll just put an invite up in the. There we go. I don't usually do this, but boom, there's an invite. In case you want to join in, we're just shooting it. I'm just shooting the crap. But as I was saying, I finally got Earthrise RC. I'm fairly happy with her. I have some problems with it. I have some issues with it. Some aesthetic, some are real problems, but I'm fairly happy with it. But to be quite honest, carols, rah, 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 rah. See, now if I start singing, people will fall over dead. I've learned my lesson. So I got to be honest, though, about this Earthrise RC. I'm actually happier with the Cyberverse RC. I got to tell you, if I'm going to be honest, absolutely honest, I'm happier with the Cyberverse RC. I think it's a better figure. And I forgot to shut my phone off like an idiot, because I always forget to shut my phone off. I always forget to shut it off. And this was spur of the moment thing. There we go. Now it is on vibrate, so it'll annoy the heck out of people. Star Wars Potato, welcome. And yeah, so I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm actually happier with the Cyberverse RC than I am with the Earthrise RC, but I'm really excited to finally have a G1 style RC in my collection. And I do love the toy, just not as much as I love the Cyberverse RC. Cyberverse RC is just happier. She feels happier. She looks happier. She's happy to be here, to be where she's at, doing what she's doing. She wants to be doing things. And the Earthrise RC just kind of, look, I'm here. I'm a fembot. How you doing? So fairly happy with it, though. And of course, I got that Transformers Authentics Ratchet. And let me tell you, that thing is a clod in robot mode. It's something to behold, all right. You'll see that in a review too. However, I do like the alt mode, and he is a weighty little figure. He weighs as much as Elita 1 and RC combined. I mean, it's a weighty, that's some hefty plastic on that little toy. Hefty plastic. I miss the kind of plastic. We haven't seen plastic like that in a Transformer toy. Masterfar, Merry Christmas to you as well, and welcome. I haven't seen that quality of plastic on a toy since the Energon line. I'm not kidding. That's some high grade plastic they used on that Authentics toy. I'm shocked. I like the Cyberverse design. I just wish the quality was a bit higher. I don't disagree with you on that. There's some aspects of this toy that they really could have improved upon, but I do really enjoy the Cyberverse. I'm honest when I say this. I honestly think the Cyberverse figure is a better figure than the Rise RC. One day we will get MP style Cyberverse figures. Well, one can hope. One can hope. But yeah, so basically this is just an impromptu live show. I didn't see anybody else's live. Again, I just missed JJ show. I wasn't home. I was getting things ready for tomorrow with the family and whatnot. So, I missed JJ's show, and it's a shame. I like the kid. He's a good guy. I like everyone pretty much. Yeah. There was some. Yeah, never mind. But I hope everybody will have a very Merry Christmas tomorrow and Happy Holiday. There's like 19 of them going on at the same time. So when I say happy holidays to people, please don't be offended. It's just I don't know which one everyone celebrates. So happy holidays, and I hope everyone will have a glorious new year. I plan on being or attending and watching and joining in the Tales from Teletran New Year's show. I highly suggest everyone go check that out. Hita, hello and welcome. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Yuletide Tidings, Happy Belated Hanukkah, whatever Kwanzaa is, Annie, and everything else. Indeed, like I said, there's like 19 holidays all at the same time. So, I don't doubt that it's better. Saying how's the ERLC alt mode is trash. It is. You can literally take out the pin from the backpack of RC, even the smaller one, and just combine the entire shell of the car for a separate mode. You can have the robot and the car mode separate. It is entirely a shell. So I don't blame people when they, dislike the mode. And look, it has some positives, okay? First of all, it hides all the robot mode bits pretty well, except from the back end. It hides it pretty well. You don't see any of the robot bits really. All right. So that aspect, I dig it. It's pretty sleek design. All said, it is a pretty sleek design. I just feel they could have done better. Yes, Kato. ERAC could have been better. One thing to note is the back end, how those legs fold in. Now, I know I have studied the interior of that backpack pretty thoroughly, and I've studied how the legs work pretty thoroughly, and I am fairly confident that early on in the design process, something changed, and because those legs should be able to fold all the way in. The cavity was designed to have those legs folded at a 90-degree angle. What happened? At some point they changed it. What I think happened is they had to incorporate the ports for the various, armorizers and whatnot. Kia Fan Geek, hello, welcome, Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you as well. As I was saying, I think because of those feet, the size of the feet, if it wasn't for those feet, the legs would, and some of the I am fairly confident when I say that, originally speaking, that those legs, because there are tabs in there which perfectly fit the design. If Lifeline had a better mold, it would have helped. Yeah, well, I don't have Lifeline, so I can't speak to that. I'll have to take your guys' word for it. So, much as I want the Ratchet and Lifeline set, as much as I want it, I won't get it simply because if it's an exclusive and I don't have a means to buy exclusives. So, because as everyone knows, I do not buy online. So, just one of those things. I've learned to live with it. Pardon me. But I am fairly confident that at one point there must have been a design change during the process, because it's just there's too much detail in there and how everything tabs in. There's tabs inside there. There's molded detail which fits the leg perfectly at a 90-degree angle inside that cavity, but something changed. And I am guessing it's the feet. I've studied this pretty heavily now, and I am almost positive it's because of the feet that it doesn't fit in properly. So whatever the case, my RC is, I love my Earthrise RC. I just wish it, you heard that snap right there. That's not a good thing, but that's one of the complaints I'll have is that there's things on here that really scare the hell out of me when transforming her, because there's things on there that, ain't that great. There you go, Tia Fengi. Welcome.
Hello. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yep, but I am fairly confident that at one point they must have had a design change, and now they can't, the legs don't, they sit at that 30-degree angle rather than at the 90-degree angle they should.
Oh, yeah. I agree. I timed it because I finally took my copy of Earthrise RC out of her box. I timed myself. It took me 10 minutes to get her legs and arms lined up properly to get her vehicle mode transformed correctly.
Yeah, and because if you look inside that shell, there are 4 tabs. Those tabs correspond with the slots on her thighs.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, you can. I gotta actually turn on my camera here. Turn on my camera. If you look in here,
yeah,
you can see this molded detail in here. Let me get on. Focus on the camera, idiot. That's me. This detail should fit. All of this should fit in there. There is actually tabs on the inside there that tab into this slot right here.
Yeah.
And there's slots tabs for these slots on her thighs. So I know at one point, and this detail here, or here, right here on her foot, there's a cavity inside here that is exactly in that shape. So I know that at one point it was supposed to be that way. And it fits perfectly. If you don't have one leg in there, it fits perfectly. It's, see if I can show you guys real quick. Let me turn off my camera here.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's true. It's just like, well, I think it's because of the feet that I'm pretty confident when I say it's because of the feet that it didn't fit properly, because they had to add that detail for sake of there. That's how it should look.
Yeah, I agree.
See that right there? That's how it should sit. Molded detail is all there. That's how it should fit. But because of the size of these honking big feet that she has right there, so I'm guessing this was a change. And because of those feet, as you can see, it's stressing out in there a little bit. If that back section wasn't there, that would fit perfectly inside that channel.
Yeah.
It's designed to sit inside that channel. And it can't do it now because of, the mold change. I am confident there was a mold change. Confident.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But, like, even if you look at the underside of her feet, well, actually, if you look at the base of the ankle joint, it looks like she was originally going to have ankle rockers, but then they solidified it. Like, it looks like we're supposed to tilt it.
Well, she does have an ankle tilt. She does have an ankle tilt. That's the thing. She does it. Yes, she does. She does. It's not a big one, but she does have it. She does have it. So I'll demonstrate real quick. So here's her foot.
Yeah.
So she does have it. It's just not a great. Doesn't go both ways. It's just that one side. She does have ankle tilt, but again, it's because of the way they designed those feet that it can't sit in there properly anymore. And it's sad, but it's true. And mine, at least on my copy, I don't know about everyone else's, but look at how those panels are lining up, because this section right here doesn't want to line up. It's warped. So now it stays just like that. And it's worse on the other side.
Oh, I have the same problem.
I can't straighten this out. Side. Yeah, look at that. I can't straighten this out anymore without breaking it.
No, same here.
So,
and what is this little rectangle panel supposed to be anyway? I can't
now,
figure it out.
Now, if you look at Lolita 1, clean. Look at that. Clean. That's pretty clean.
Yeah.
What is what?
What is that little rectangle? What's this little rectangle molded on ours, on the...
That right there?
Yeah.
That is allowed. when you press that in, you can pull that back section off of her. This whole section right here, back, will pull off and form that surfboard, or I like to use it as a shield, but
the hoverboard.
Gotta run, fellas. Supper time, home alone, tradition to keep. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, good night. Thank you, Cato. Thank you.
Night.
You have a very Merry Christmas as well. Hopefully, I'll see you at the Tales from Talatran live show. Hopefully, you'll join us there. You too, as well. Everyone in the chat and TFAD. But my honest opinion here, folks. My honest opinion here. This is a better figure. This is a better figure. Some people may disagree, but I'm telling you, I love this. I love it. I love it more than our Earthrise RC.
Yeah.
Maybe live a bit later tonight. Well, hopefully I'm still awake. I've got an early morning. I got to get up and.
Yeah. I don't know how long I can stay. Hey, it's my mom's birthday tonight.
I will try to stay. Yeah, I will try to stay up, Cato. Though I will try. But I got to get up to get the hams going and Christmas dinner and all the other stuff. And I've got to make plum pudding. We do. Have you ever guys ever heard of plum pudding before? Actually, I know everyone has. If you've ever seen the Christmas Carol, when Mrs. Cratchit brings out that pudding, that's plum pudding. Yeah, that's plum pudding. I have a recipe for it, and I've made it for a long time. Well, not every single year, but it's delicious if done right. I don't use brandy. It calls for brandy in it. I don't use brandy. I actually use scotch instead. And it's only an ounce, so it's not like it's a lot. So it's an ounce.
Well, I got a little Christmas Eve surprise today in the mail.
Oh, what's that? Double crosser and what?
No, this one on top is Tiger Track.
Oh,
and
nice.
This one on the bottom is Cordon
and Autobot Spin Out. Nice.
Yeah. So with these, I have all of the Siege and Earthrise Lambo Autobots in my collection now.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, I've given up ever trying to get the exclusives. I don't buy online, so I knew when they started doing like literally the Earthrise line, the Siege and Earthrise lines has had more exclusives in it than almost any other line in history.
Yeah.
In history. Yeah. Think about it. We've had, 12, 14 now? Exclusives?
Yeah, I think so. Well, part of the reason, my own personal conspiracy theory for why that is, and I don't know how much of a conspiracy theory this will be, what's the word I was looking for, accepted by the Transformers community, but my own personal conspiracy theory is that Hasbro and Takara heard everyone complaining about how the Combiner Wars line was, it earned the nickname of the Repaint Wars. Mm-hmm. And so Hasbro and Takara because so many people complained about the Combiner Wars line having the same figures released over and over and over again, just with different paint jobs, they figured, okay, when we repaint figures, we'll release them as exclusives instead of mass retail, since the fans complained about having those at mass retail.
Yeah.
That's my personal conspiracy theory for why the exclusives, because you look at all the exclusives, none of them are original molds. They're all repaints and or retools of previously released Transformers figures. Even Gigawatt, even Gigawatt, he has parts recycled from Siege Sideswipe.
Yep. So did Ectotron. So did well, I guess the Maverick is pretty much an all new mold. Or wait, I guess it's pretty much an all new mold. So, from what I can tell, I don't have it personally, but the reviews I've looked at, it's all new.
Yeah, I thought someone pointed out that it was had parts recycled from one of the Studio Series figures, but I personally have no idea because there's only one Studio Series figure in my whole Transformers collection.
Some of those figures have been really, really decent figures and really, really awesome figures. So I've enjoyed the Studio Series. What I've experienced from it, there's some bad ones, obviously, but there's been good too. But I mean, it's crazy how many exclusives the last 2, now going into 3 lines.
Yeah.
And I imagine it's going to get, it's one thing to have have your online shops have an exclusive, but exclusivity meant that it was hard to get for everyone. Instead of an exclusive where you have, a million people had the same figure, rather than a limited edition. Exclusive used to mean limited edition, limited time only, and if you didn't get one, well, you just had to live vicariously through some other person's figure, because tough shit. Well, now exclusive means that anybody can buy 1, 2, 3, a dozen, what have you, and they're not exclusive anymore. They're just, online retail. That's literally what exclusive means, online retail. Sure, there's a Target exclusives, but even those you can buy online. So it's not really an exclusive anymore. Exclusivity doesn't mean exclusive anymore. Or rather, I should rephrase that. Exclusive doesn't mean exclusivity anymore. That's the way I should have said it. So, and that's kind of sad, because I'll tell you what, when it was really hard to find those really exclusive figures, that made it worth the effort to find and get them. That made it. Now it's just, oh, well, I can just add this to my card and get it, and no big deal. It's literally no big deal. Oh, well, it may not get shipped to you on time. Well, okay, but you're still getting one. It's not that hard. You didn't have to really, really search the globe for one.
No.
It's not like getting an e-hobby exclusive, all right?
Or or an old BotCon exclusive.
Yeah. So they were limited. Exclusivity means not everyone will have one. But now when I'm watching 15 reviews of the same exclusives, it's not that exclusive. When I'm watching 3 dozen reviews of the same figure, then that's not exclusive at all.
Yeah, exclusive. I get your point. Exclusive used to mean rarity. It was synonymous with the word rare. But now exclusive means one place, but at mass quantity.
Yeah. So, but I kind of see your point with what you're getting at too. It's like, well, in a way, I'm sad I didn't pick up any of the. I have like maybe 3 figures from the Combiner Wars line, and
I have all of them. I admit
it. I got 2 of them from Adamantium Matrix. By the way, I talked to him today. He's doing well. Says Merry Christmas to everyone. So, and the other ones, I never saw them. I never saw one Combiners War figures on any of the shelves in my local Walmart, Toys R Us when it was still around, Targets, Kmart's, nowhere. They were nowhere. Darth Ravage, welcome. Covert Ravage from Beast Wars, my white whale. Merry Christmas, gentlemen.
Yeah. My white whale hasn't changed. It's always been the same ever since I started collecting Transformers. My white whale Transformers figure.
And that is for people who may be listening.
My white whale Transformers figure is the original Generation 1 Optimus Prime figure. That is one of the few Optimus Prime figures I have never owned. Generation 1 Optimus Prime.
I have a G1. It's not in great condition, but I have one. Missing his trailer too, which is really, really sad.
Yeah.
But and my one white whale is, well, actually, I have a couple now. I really need to get an MP Shockwave. I really need to get the Siege Omega Supreme, or the Earthrise Omega Supreme, whatever the hell it is. And really, really need to get Studio Series 38 Optimus Prime. Those are the ones I really. I'd like to have a Power of the Primes Optimus as well. The leader class one, but no big deal.
Yeah.
I miss it, certainly. I need to add it to my Prime collection, but in the long run, I would rather have the other 2 before that one.
Yeah. This Christmas, my white whale. No, actually, this Christmas, my white whale is Earthrise Thrust, because Target just keeps delaying him from release, and there's a conspiracy theory going on.
That may not be completely their fault. It could be that Hasbro overcommitted. That's my feeling on a lot of these cancellations is because Hasbro overcommitted.
Yeah.
And when these companies started making their orders, Hasbro should have started limiting them from the start. Omega was restocked at Pulse for pre-order. Amen. Thrust is elusive to super targets, gentlemen. Yep, but my opinion, and I could be way off base on this, my opinion is it's really this simple. Hasbro overcommitted. They knew they were having problems getting their shipments, okay? They knew they lost a shipment into the ocean, all right? They knew that. You know, God knows what was on there. Maybe that was the Target stock that Target's missing. Who knows? The problem is Hasbro overcommitted. They knew they were having problems getting supply or the distribution. They knew that. And yet all these places are still ordering as normal, trying to sell the product they have when they don't, or sell product they don't have. In many cases, like Target right now, selling a product they don't have. They have overcommitted as well. And it's created this problem for the consumer, but the consumer isn't really their problem in their mind. Their mind is, okay, so we may lose one or two customers. No big deal in the long range scheme of things, okay? Our books won't even notice it. Well, it's still a problem to the consumer.
Yeah, it is.
So
because there's a risk that if that one consumer is disgruntled enough and is able to spread an angry voice far enough across the internet, the company is going to develop a bad reputation amongst all consumers. And once rumors start to abound, they lose credibility, sales start to plummet, and worst case scenario, they're out of business within a few years.
Except for in this case, it's just Transformer toys, and in the long range scheme of things, like Target, that's a drop in the. That is literally a drop of rain in a pool.
Exactly.
Because it's just a Transformer toy. I mean, so got to look at it from the reality, that perspective. That reality is we are just one sub market among many, 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 many different IPs out there in the world. So
exactly.
I came across street dated Thrawn for 50th anniversary Star Wars line due out January 4th at Target whilst looking for ER. Wow.
Cool. Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've been calling my local Target store every day this week, and still they haven't gotten any new Transformers figures in. At least no new Earthrise figures. They got a handful of Cyberverse figures, but
you don't buy the Cyberverse line.
No, I have been considering getting Alpha Trion, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking. I've been kind of on the lookout for that Alpha Trion too. It's not that great of a figure, but still, it's Alpha Trion. It's the last one we got in the regular line or a main line was the Titan's Return, and that's not a bad toy. I just want one with a nice cape on it, and that one does, and Cyberverse one does have a cape on it, so to speak.
Exactly.
So I like that. Oh, nice, Blitzy. Now Jaxus.
Yeah.
As you customized them there. Yep, that's pretty good. Now, did you wind up putting the G1 or G2 stickers on him? Because I feel the G2 would be more appropriate.
So did I, but then some people pointed out that it would probably be better to leave the wings blank because as if the logos were there, it would probably break up the uniformity of his wings on him. I don't know. Well, I'm still undecided, but I might do if I do stickers, it might be the G2 ones because the only G-Axis figure we got was the Generations Deluxe version, and that has G1 stickers on it.
See, that's my problem with that figure is Jaxus. It was introduced in Generation 2 Marvel Comics, okay? So he's not a G1 character. He is Generation 2. He's always been Generation 2. That's where he got his start. I don't care about all the IDW crap and what they've done. Doesn't matter. It's not important. That continuity means nothing, really. The character was first introduced in G2 Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
Everything else came after. Whatever they did with his character, blah, 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 doesn't matter. He was first in. Now, that's sort of the G1 purist thing, that mentality. I understand that. That's what I sound like when I said that. I understand that perfectly. But the fact of the matter is Jaxus was first introduced in Marvel Comics and Generation 2. And that's, in my opinion, the best version of him, because he was a total badass.
Oh yeah, he was.
Kicked butt. He kicked butt majorly. And then later iterations, he was just this sort of this cowardly scientist guy, and that just made no sense to me, knowing the character's prior history. I'm like, what the heck?
Well, I think that was IDW going. I think what IDW has been trying to do with their comic book stories was do like jaw-dropping moments. Like they wanted Transformers fans to look at the stories and have WFT moments when they read the stories, like Megatron becoming an Autobot, Ultra Magnus actually being a exosuit by being operated by Minimus Ambus.
Yeah,
the plot twist where we find out that Rung was actually Primus all along.
Yeah, I get why they're doing that, okay? I get why they're doing that. They're giving more background stories to characters, more in-depth, look at who they are and what they're about. But at the same time, they've thrown away so much of who the Autobots were beforehand to get to this point. They've just chucked it behind them in the trash bin and moved on. It's their creative license. I get it. Part of the reason why Hasbro,
I'm sorry, Misael, I gotta go.
Oh, okay, Ted. Thank you. You have a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Bye.
Yep. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Part of the reason I feel that I lost my train of thought. I'm so hoping the second season of Netflix ER is as good as Mando season. I just watched episode 8 tonight of the Mando. I'd forgotten I downloaded it, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I have episode 8 on there. Here it is Thursday, and I have yet to watch it. So I finally watched the season finale of Mandalorian, and it was I'm not going to spoil it. I can do a spoiler-free quote. Let's see here. Nope, no, I'm not going to. It was a good episode. I absolutely love Megatron with character development. And, some people, if they like IDW, and that's great. It's done it for you. That's awesome. But I feel Hasbro did the right thing by stepping in, even though the new comics, a lot of people are saying are just aren't very good, and that's all well and good. But that's because Hasbro had to step in to get control of their IP. They were losing control of their IP. That was pretty clear with all these third-party companies, making all these toys based on Transformers characters, based on the IDW book, what's going on in the IDW books, even though it was Hasbro's IP. This, I feel, was one way that they said, okay, without indirectly doing anything about it, we can do something, and that is to step in and control our own IP. And they have that power to do so. Now, question is, should they have done so? Well, that's up to whoever's looking at its perspective. My perspective is obviously different than, say, somebody else's perspective, anybody else's perspective. I feel that, Hasbro had to do something to get control of their IP because it was getting crazy out there. So it hit me hard without spoiling it. Yeah. I absolutely agree, Darth Ravage. I watched it, and then I almost spoiled it. No, and the ending was the last 5 minutes of the show. I was glued. I was glued. I was like, what? My brain just, my Star Wars brain, exploded into a galaxy far, far away. That's all I'm saying is, what? And I deliberately stayed away from anything because I'd forgotten I downloaded it, but I'd been deliberately staying away from any YouTube spoilers or Facebook spoilers or anything like that, just so I could have that moment because it was. I want to talk about it so bad. Oh my God, I want to talk about it so bad with you, Darth Ravage. I want to talk about it so bad, but I can't in case someone comes along who hasn't seen it yet. I want to talk about it so bad. Now, after a 2-week window, it's an open season for me. Hasbro is languishing on their IPs. They don't even include bios on their packaging anymore. I know. And that really ticks me off. How much money, Hasbro, are you saving by not printing a bio? How much money really are you saving? Is it hundreds of thousands? Is it millions? How much money are you saving by like on Cyberverse, you give us a one-word bio. Evil, good. Really? That's it? That's all we get to know about the character? They're evil or they're good? I mean, come on. I watched that 5 a.m. Eastern to keep it from getting spoiled. We will talk after. Yeah. It's one of those things where I try really, really hard not to spoil a show within the first week, 2-week period. After a 2-week period, well, it's open season. In my opinion, everybody should have seen it within that 2-week window and where possible. And so then it's game on. Then I'm going to talk about it all day long. But we can talk about how awesome it was. Now we can't talk about last week. When we get to see the return of Boba Fett, I'm just over the moon. Yep, on 2-week window. I am over the moon to see because I have always been one of those people who believed that he survived the Sarlacc pit. I was always one of those people, always, and of course in Legends he did, but when Disney got a hold of the IP, they pretty much did away with all the Legends stuff. They got phew. But here comes Dave Filoni and Fabro or whatever, and they're bringing all this legend stuff into main canon. Can you believe that? How awesome that is? And especially with what happened tonight. Oh my God, this is legend shit coming in the main canon. This is Legends, Star Wars Legends coming. Tadimus Prime, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Brother, man, it's good to see you. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. But as I was saying, they are bringing with what happened on episode 8 of The Mandalorian. They are bringing. I can see how Dave Filoni's mind is starting to work, man. I can see how it's starting to work. Through the Clone Wars series, I was like, okay. The Rebel series really started getting me going. I was like, all right. Then there was that whatever hell followed Rebels. I didn't watch it because I thought it was crap. I still think it's crap. But and everything going on, and I'm seeing this direction. Filoni is amazing. 100% agree. And he's bringing in with what happened in episode 8. You just see what happened in episode 7 with the return of Boba Fett. He's trying to incorporate legend shit. He is bringing in the legend shit that Disney did away with Legends, said, nope, it's not canon. Everything Legends didn't happen. And here comes Filoni saying, up yours, assholes. I'm bringing it back into canon. And I could not be happier as a Star Wars fan because I've always liked the Legends universe better than and look, I love the original trilogy. It's probably without that we wouldn't have anything else. So obviously I love that. But I loved the Legends universe, man, because it was so expansive and had so much. Good thing I'm opening some gifts to this distract, long wait for the next season. Yeah. What do you guys think about the book of Boba Fett that's going to be coming out in December 2021? That should be good. That should be good. See, I am not spoiling anything from The Mandalorian by telling you about that because, it's already been, publicly put out there that that's going to happen. So, you know, uh, um, but I am so happy to see the return of Boba Fett. And I'm really, really happy with the results of episode 8, how it ended. There were some things I would have liked to see, and I'm not going to talk about what happened specifically because I don't want to spoil it. But there were some things I would have liked to seen happen. But that's just me being a fan geek. Okay, that's just me being a fan. Trying to hoping things would play out the way I would like it, and even that's not how reality works all times. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm loving what Filoni is doing with Star Wars and has been doing with Star Wars for a long time now. And as long as that lady just does her co-producing quietly, you know. As long as she does it quietly and doesn't get too much in the way, things work out great. When Kathleen Kennedy gets directly involved, we see what happens on the big screen. We see what happens, all right? When she leaves it to other people, it turns out awesome. You can't keep the most badass Mando down. A Sarlacc pet, yeah, exactly. See, like in Legends, we knew he survived, but when Disney bought up Star Wars, they got rid of the Legends, universe. They said nope, it doesn't exist. Nothing happened there. Everything that happened didn't happen. So all that lore, all that knowledge, all that history wiped out. So didn't matter. Even some of the games, even though they are canon because they are games, some of the stuff that those games went on in those games were based upon Legends stuff. So even that, some of that had to go away. But now here comes Filoni. Oh, and Ming-Na Wen is also awesome. She needs to voice some Transformers series. Maybe BA and King. Didn't I thought she was. Now maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, she's an awesome actress. I completely agree. I enjoyed her in the Marvel Shield. Admittedly, I only watched the first two seasons of it, and I stopped after that. But did Boba climb back out or go all the way through? We have no idea. That's the thing. We have no real idea. One of the things I would like to happen when his new series, The Book of Boba Fett, comes out. I would like to have him at some point explain what happened because it's not really clear. I thought he said something in Legends. I can't remember though. It's been a while. To be honest. But I'm hoping that he expands upon that story because it is a story that we, the fans, really, really want to know. And knowing Dave Filoni, the way he's worked now, even though he likes to keep shit tight, no one knows what's going to happen until it happens with him. But he has a pattern now. We're starting to see patterns of how he does things. Since the Clone Wars, we're starting to see patterns. We're starting to see them, and some predictions you can make. Some predictions are so far out there that there's not even worth repeating. But I'm pretty sure I can confidently say that we will see, whether it's just a 2-minute him saying, "Oh yeah, I just climbed my way out," or "I blasted my way out," because he had his armor when he fell in there. He had his armor and his weapons. He could have just blasted the hell out of that thing for all we know. Sarlacc eats Boba. Crate Dragon eats Sarlacc. Boba rises from doom. Rises from doom. Yeah. Sam, that would be a story. He'd be quick to tell. Yeah. Yeah, you would. Yahoo stole. But I'm confident that we may get, at least maybe a tiny tidbit of that story. Maybe it'll just be a side comment he makes. I almost spoiled it right there. I almost finished that sentence, and I caught myself. Thankfully, Yep. Some people are finally realizing what those LEDs on his chest mean. There's been a lot of talk about that in the Star Wars forums. What those LED lights on his chest armor mean, and so that's pretty interesting. It's always been sort of a guessing game, but now we know. JJ, well, the link is up there, my man. It's up there. You have to go towards the top of the chat. It's up there. It's in there. Now, I could just always put another one in there, but no, I'll do that right now. Just give me a second. Copy the clipboard. There we go. There we go. But fair warning, I'm only going to be on for another about 12 minutes. So, back to Transformers. You guys find any Kingdom figures in the wild yet? Nope, not around here. We're still on wave 2 of Siege, 2 and 3 of Siege, not 4, not even seen wave 4. And I see you back there. And Earthrise, we are still on waves 1 and 2 of Earthrise. I've yet to see anything else of that. And Kingdom, I'll probably not see any of the Kingdom figures the way the scalpers have been working. I mean, Christ. The first Earthrise style Optimus Prime I saw was a Netflix Optimus Prime. Okay, that's how bad it is. And there was only one of them. And when I went back the next day, it was gone. It was gone. Along with, and I'm not kidding when I say this, when I went there, they had just stocked the shelf, right? So there were tons of Netflix figures. When I went back the next day, every single one of them were gone. Every single one of them. That was like 20 boxes of Netflix figures gone.
Wow.
Just gone.
Wow.
Just gone. I was like, well,
gone.
Gone. I know that someone in my area is scalping. I know they are, because figures just never. What? Nice. That's that.
The Magic Square.
Magic Square. Yeah.
Peach Girl. Yeah.
Yeah. With the Chibi RC. I did.
When I transformed this girl for the first time, I was like wondering, wait, why aren't the back wheels rolling freely? I was like, oh wait, the feet are in the way, so I had to bring out the feet a little bit, and now they can roll freely. So, yeah. And
wait, she has wheels? Wait, she has rolling wheels?
Yeah, she has rolling wheels. There we go. She has rolling wheels.
Nice.
And back wheels roll as well. So yeah. And Hida Atarasi, if you have not already, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel at JJ Prime Reviews.
Hey, you're on my channel. Plug my channel, damn it. I plug yours, you plug mine. That's the way it works. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, seriously, subscribe to my channel. Have people. My goal is to reach 1,000 by December 2021. I doubt I'll get there. I lost 10 subscribers this week. 10 subscribers.
What?
I was at 274.
What's wrong with those people? What's wrong with those people?
274, and now I'm at 264. But like Kato pointed out, he said it may have just been YouTube clearing out, bot accounts or something, So, hey, that's probably where they went. MPRC looks crazy. Yeah, I've looked at a lot of images of MPRC, and I'd kind of like to have it, but at the same time, I could take it or leave it. Honestly, I could take it or leave it. Not when I'm actually after other figures.
It may look, the MPRC may look good in alt mode, but the robot mode.
I'm digging the Earthrise RC. I am, but honestly, for my money, Thrust, nice. Don't show Fan Geek that, because they're still not shipping his. They canceled it, I think that he said, but or maybe that was someone else. Yeah.
This is probably gonna make everybody angry because I have a Decepticon shirt right here.
Real quick, I just want to say, JJ, I'm sorry I missed you. Just as I was getting back home, I saw that you were live, but by the time I could actually get to my computer, your show was done. I already commented on it. You probably saw that, but
yeah, I saw the comment.
Very cool. That is very cool.
This is gonna make everybody angry because Lockdown is there on the Decepticon list. and,
Nice.
And also Unicron is there in the Decepticon list. I'm not sure you can see his name, but it's there. It's there. Unicron
Still,
right there.
Yep. Still, it's very cool.
Yeah,
no denying that's very cool.
Yeah, I don't really care what people say about Unicron and Lockdown. To me, they're Decepticons. I don't care.
Well,
and this is actually the really coolest shirt that I got. It's the G-Shock Nemesis Prime. Oh, look at that.
Very cool.
That's
very
amazing.
cool. I love it.
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it a lot.
I don't have the figure itself, but hey, it is what it is.
Hey, still, it's a awesome shirt.
Yeah.
Yep. But I don't know what I've gotten yet from folks because, well, it's not Christmas. We don't open our gifts here until right before we eat or right after we eat. Sometimes it's right before and we get about 5 minutes to open everything and then we go eat and then we pass out. Much like Thanksgiving, we're stuffed our gullets and everybody is no, there are no Targets even carrying thrust in my state. Yeah, see, I don't have a Target near me. The closest Target I think is 150 miles away.
you got no Target? Wow.
Yeah, no, it's not quite 150 miles. It's more like 75, I think. So,
guys, quick question: do you guys want me to do a build video on this?
Yes. There's your quick answer.
Or do you want me to do a build video on a Metal Kit Optimus Prime? Or those
do both.
Do both. Hey, it's gonna take
both.
I don't know.
Do both.
Metal.
Everybody in the chat, and who watches this later, leave a comment down there what you would like to see, and he'll be able to go back and read it and find out what we say. But I'm pretty confident everybody will say do both.
No,
don't shake your head now. Come on. You want to do it. Look at that smile. Yeah, you want to do it. Peer pressure. Do it. Super Target in Charlotte stays out of stock instead of unavailable. Charlotte 2 hours away.
Wow. Oh, man.
There's only one Target in all of Oregon.
Wow. Only one Target. Oh, man.
We have some Super Targets in the state here in Iowa, but where I live out in Farmville, middle of nowhere, Kewaskum, Iowa. That's middle of nowhere. I mean, just nowhere. And northeastern Iowa, and it's just nothing but fields of soybean and corn. Well, right now it's nothing but snow. But yeah, so I have to really travel to go places to get something. But yeah, you should really do both. Now that tie figure is it die? Does it have die cast in it in that model kit?
It doesn't say anything about a die cast.
Well, look at your yeah.
It doesn't say anything. It's all plastic screws and everything.
Oh, so plastic.
It's just a model kit, and that's it. Not a lot of parts. Yeah, the TIE Fighter is awesome. I might want to do a build video on this on my channel to have some Star Wars elements into my channel. So. And I already have a build series, like a web series for my channel. It's called JJ Prime Assemble. So I'm making myself an Avenger.
Why not just include a build? Just include a build playlist in your own channel. That way you don't have to create a new channel. Just that way you keep all your subs and everything on yours. Just create a new playlist. JJ Prime builds or whatever. And just have a separate playlist on your channel now. That's what you do.
At first, I thought this was gonna be a Gundam, but no. Once I opened it, it was a TIE fighter.
Hey, Gundams are awesome too, but yeah, that TIE fighter does look dope.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take like half an hour to build. I don't know.
How many parts? What's the part count? What's the part count on it?
Let me see. There's like, I don't know. There's like there's how many sprues we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprues.
6 sprues, but how many parts? Should say right there on the box somewhere.
Okay, one sprue has 2 parts. Another sprue has 4 parts. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 parts in the C sprue. For the A sprue, there's 15 of them. And then that's the SWB11A, the display stand. That's like 7 parts, and there's like 2 parts on the SWE1 sprue. So
not very many at all.
Yeah, not many at all. So I think it might take like I'm not sure. I might go live and just build it in the future. I don't know.
Oh, building live is well, if you do it, by all means, have fun with that, because I could not do a build live. Because sometimes builds can go on and on and on, and so that's something that traditionally you want to edit or something, and I don't know. It's up to you. Whatever you do, I'll support it. I'm easily swayed into G.I. Joe. See, now I have many loves in fandom. Okay, many loves. But I only buy Transformers because there's those other rabbit holes I neither have the time nor the money to dive into.
I got no money to dive into Marvel, I have no money to dive into Marvel. I only got the money to dive into Transformers, and that's it. And because my channel is all about the Transformers, and
oh yeah, I used to have a sizable Gunpla collection and building collection. It rivaled my Transformers collection. I mean, I had thousands of them, and I gave them all away to my brother, who was just as big as a fan. I literally gave all my PVC figurines, my action figures, my play sets, the model kits, everything. I just gave them everything and said, "Here you go," because I don't have room for that. I had to make a choice. What do I want to keep? And one of them had to go, so I only have room in my life for one collection, and that's Transformers. I had to make up my mind.
Wow, that's really great. That's great.
No, it sucks. I had to give away my Gunpla, man. I had some amazing kits. I mean, all my master grade kits, all my high grade kits, all my all my gone. I mean, gone.
Wait, all gone?
Yeah, like I said, I gave them to my brother. I didn't keep. The only thing I kept, I literally kept one thing from my collection, and that is a Noble Gundam. That was it.
Wait, the original design, the Gundam, the actual design.
No, Noble Gundam.
Noble Gundam.
Here, I'll show you. Noble Gundam. The only one I kept from my entire collection was the Sailor Moon Gundam, Noble Gundam.
What the heck is that?
It's Noble Gundam.
What?
Yeah,
I've never seen that in my life.
It's Noble Gundam. It's a fembot Gundam. It's a fem Gundam. It's yeah. There's Dark Noble Gundam as well. So there's an evil version of it, and yeah, Noble Gundam.
Wow.
Like Sailor Moon. What would Sailor Moon look like as a Gundam? There you go, Noble Gundam.
That's wow. I didn't know it existed.
Now you do, and I suggest you Google it or something when you got some time and Google that shit, man.
Oh my God.
It's from one of the best series. Okay, I shouldn't say one of the best series. There's a lot of really good series in Gundam. All right, they're all
Yep.
pretty good. But is it from G Fighter Gundam or G Gundam? Or no, that's different. That's yeah, I'm starting it. But anyway, Noble Gundam 63, Grandpa Gundam, yeah, Grandpa Gundam, yeah. I had this one, and I gave my brother the Dark Noble Gundam version. But I know this camera sucks. It's not my usual one, but I had the dark version as well, Dark Noble Gundam. But I kept this one. That's the only one I kept. It's
Oh
pretty
wow.
cool.
The only one you kept.
Yeah, out of I shouldn't say thousands. I had probably, I don't know, 200-300, but it was a huge collection, and I loved it. But like I said, I only have room for one. That's it. MP Star Saber as a Gundam, as I got. Yeah. I could see now. That's because a lot of people, what they may not be aware of is the Victory Animation Studio is the same one that gave us quite a few Gundam series as well. So that's always awesome.
Yeah. There we go. We got Core Prime.
Oh, Kingdom Core. Yeah, Kingdom Core Prime. Yeah, I got that one on order actually.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks pretty good,
Yeah.
Nicely molded, nicely detailed. Who are they to say it's garbage? No, it's not. It's a fun little figure. Okay, this is one thing I really love about the War for Cybertron Trilogy toy lines is the playability. People, I don't know why they're fans of Transformers who complain about parts forming, shell forming. I don't complain at all, because the parts forming gimmick is the part where it makes the figures more fun, more playable. So
see, I don't mind parts forming either.
Yeah. And the thing is, parts forming has been a thing since the 80s, and Gundam is all parts forming.
Yes, Hida. Yes, it was. Absolutely it was.
Yes.
Said G Gundam was racist as fuck. Yes, it was.
Oh my god.
Yes, it was. Oh my gosh, it was. Oh, yeah, wow.
Seriously, wow.
If you haven't seen it, JJ, if you haven't seen G Gundam, and I have a feeling you may not have. Well, actually, you probably. I'll bet you know some of the characters, like probably Rain. You probably heard of her, Rain Mikamura.
Now I can see it. Oh, I can see it. Yeah, I can see G Gundam, Master Gundam, Gundam Spiegel, Nero's Gundam, Noble Gundam. Noble Gundam.
Yeah, Noble Gundam is basically Sailor Moon as a giant city smashing robot, which I adore.
the head looks like the actual normal Gundam design, but the rest of the body is like,
It's like female. Yeah. It's like Sailor Moon. Tequila Gundam, mic drop. Yeah. A good one, Hida.
What do you say? Tequila Gundam. Wait,
if you look at some of the Gundam styles from the nations where they come from, it is absolutely racist as hell. It's like stereotype. How much of a stereotype can we make a Gundam from? Oh wait, and then they do it.
What?
I'm telling you, it's bad, man. It's bad. At the same time, it's hilarious because it's actually a good series.
Tequila Gundam is total Western.
Yeah. And then you have the one, and he's a United States has his Gundam, and it's totally a football player. No stereotyping at all going on in G Gundam. Nope. But every stereotype there is, you'll find a Gundam for it in G Gundam. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Neil Holland's, exactly. Yeah, Neil Holland's. A giant windmill. I mean, come on.
I'm looking at a picture of a Gundam that has a robot mode, but it can actually transform into a fish.
Yeah. Yes.
That is the Mermaid Gundam.
Yes. Yes. Trust me, we are kidding when we say it. I mean, like Holland's, for example, right? It's a windmill, right? It's a Gundam with a windmill on it, who's kind of shaped like a windmill.
Yeah, I think it's a neither Gundam.
It's
It's a neither Gundam. That's the one with the windmill. It's a neither Gundam.
yeah.
And what?
You look at some of the African nations Gundams, and you're like,
Weird.
wow.
When was there a Gundam with a windmill on it?
Yeah. Trust me, it's real.
There are so many transforming Gundams. You know, there's a Gundam. Yeah.
Oh, Devil Gundam was tentacles. Yes, he was.
Oh, tentacles?
Oh yes, if you're hey, I'm telling you, I don't know what is up with tentacles, but man, that's all I'm gonna say about it, man.
Okay. I can't forgive Tentakill for the tentacles, but Devil Gundam?
As a guy who mistakenly once walked into a hentai panel featuring tentacle porn, I've had more than enough of that in my life. I was like, nope, we're in the wrong damn room.
Wait a minute. Devil Gundam transforms?
Yes.
He transformed into a something that looks like a gigantic robot mode head.
Yep.
And it's just there's something sticking out.
He actually has several modes. Chiafengi is back. There we go.
He has several modes. He kind of has a crab mode. Yeah, I think Devil Gundam has a crab mode, I think.
Gundam meets Akira. Yes, Hida, exactly. Yes. But no, G Gundam had it all, man.
Oh, that's my favorite Gundam series, G Gundam.
Well, we were just explaining to JJ that it is racist as hell. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, it
is. It is way out there. But at the same time, you just have fun with the series because it's the over the top screaming all the time. It's like,
it's just
come on, Domo, it's not, you don't lie, you emo bastard. Just get over it. We're discussing Gundam tentacle porn. No, we really were not. No, we were not. No, not going down that road. No. No. I hate tentacle porn. I'm not a big fan of any hentai, to be frank, but whatever.
Yeah.
To each their own, I suppose. No, we were discussing because he had never heard of Noble Gundam, which is, if you want to think of a Gundam that looks exactly like Sailor Moon, only with a Gundam, head. Then that's the one for you. Yeah. Gundam Kiss. Yeah. No, please don't, Hida. Oh, Kiss players. Oh. What a tragedy that was for Transformers.
Oh, Kiss players. That's a stain on the franchise.
I'm telling you, it is a stain on the franchise. Kiss players was awful. It was awful.
I know. And the plot behind it, when I first saw that, I said, okay, what group of fans are they trying to please?
It's a very specific fan base, and no. What do you say here? He says they need to give revision to Maverick. Need landing gear, waist articulation, and better paint. We discussed it, and much more paint. We discussed that on Darth Ravage's review and his subsequent after video where he added in some panel lining and whatnot. If you guys haven't seen that video, I suggest you go check out those couple of videos on his channel. Pretty good ones. He did review Maverick. And I 100% agree that they could have made some. I doubt they're going to do anything to improve the mold. They may retool it into something else, but
I mean, they do that. I mean, it's the same thing with Ectotron. Well,
awesome Macross. Yeah. See, now here's the thing. Like I was commenting on your video, Darth Ravage. If you want something that looks, that jet mode on Maverick is awesome. However, if you want a figure with that same jet mode of any quality, you go to Bandai and you pick up a Valkyrie. you go buy a Valkyrie from Macross or Robotech or whatever the heck name it's licensed under, because Lord knows there's been many. The Valkyrie, the VF Valkyrie, that's your guy. They didn't leave rear wheels off Ectotron. Yeah, guys, if you haven't watched that video, I suggest you go check out Darth Ravage 07. Go check out his channel, subscribe.
Oh yeah, he is great.
That's what we got. Yeah, he is good content out there. As a matter of fact, I discovered him through TFN Geek, so that's the only reason I know of him.
Okay, I have a lunch to prepare, so
lunch.
Thank you, Ninja Bill. Yeah, I'm in Malaysia, so
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was trying to get you to describe what lunch you're having, but no, it was too subtle, apparently. But anyway, thanks for joining me, JJ. TFN Geek, I'm thankful that you came back, but I'm actually about to end the show. I've been on for over an hour and 12 minutes now, and that's usually 12 minutes longer than I normally like to, do a live show. But at any rate, JJ, happy holidays to you, man. Your gifts are awesome. I love that shirt, man. I love that shirt. Even though it has Unicron and Lockdown as Decepticons, I don't care. They're great stuff. Oh, nice. Sunstreaker.
Sunstreaker, yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sunstreaker. And soon he will be joined by his mold mates, Spin Out and Cordon, because I got them today.
Awesome. Awesome, TFNG.
Nice.
Yeah. The only Transformers figure I still need to get is Earthrise Thrust. I was hoping I would have got him before Christmas.
JJ.
But no.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what TFN Geek said?
What, TFN Geek?
I only need one more Transformers figure to complete the Earthrise line, and it's Thrust. Yes, that Thrust right there.
You just had to do that, didn't you?
I had to.
Yeah, I got a hold of. No, I literally managed to get a hold of every single Earthrise Transformers figure that I wanted to get. I got Ironhide, Prowl, Ratchet, Lifeline. From the Netflix line, I got Bumblebee, Elita 1, Nemesis Prime. I got Scorponok earlier this year. And in the Generation Selects line, I got all the Generation Selects figures I wanted to get. Bug Bite, Black Rorichi, Rotostorm, Grease Pit, Hot House. And I also got, today, I got Tiger Track.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah. So I have all of the Diaclone Lambo Autobots in my collection now. All the ones that have been released. There are 8 Lamborghini Autobot characters that are all Autobots, and 6 of them have been given deluxe class figures in both the Siege and Earthrise lines. The 2 that still have to come are a Deep Cover, who is the black version of Sideswipe, and Clampdown, the police car version of Sideswipe. But I have the Siege. Yeah, I have the Siege version of G2 Sideswipe, and the only difference between G2 Sideswipe and Clampdown is, not Clampdown, Deep Cover. The only difference between those two is that the parts on G2 Sideswipe that are red are just navy blue on Deep Cover. So if you have an extra copy somehow of the Siege G2 version of Sideswipe, if you paint over all the red parts and paint them all dark blue, then you have the character of Generation 1 Deep Cover.
Hate to cut you short here, TFN Geek. Yeah. I really got to go. I got to sleep. I got an early morning, cooking for Christmas. Anyway, JJ Prime Reviews, TFN Geek, Darth Ravage 07, Hita, Masterfar, who, I think there was somebody else joined.
Kato.
I know there was. I
Kato.
did say Tatimus Prime and Kato. Thank you all very much for joining in the chat and joining me here on the show. Have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Merry
and if I don't
Christmas,
see you
everyone.
at the Tales from Teletran New Year special,
Oh yeah.
Happy New Year.
Merry
Gentlemen,
Christmas.
it's been awesome.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.